Would you, champ?
Alrighty. But yeah, no. Freaking once I found out Melina's thing, she was fairly easy to take out.
Yeah, she's not super difficult, especially with a good summon.
Oh, I didn't even use a fucking summon. I just fucking sold her. She is so much fucking easier if you just sold her.
Oh, God damn it, Unholy, when did you join?
Okay,
I didn't get the notification.
Be careful, guys.
Yeah, so are we talking about how
I came
easy
from an entire family of Danon mages.
Ryan's
And
mom is
that
to take it
woman
out?
murdered all of them.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
All
Ryan's mom
on
is
her
a nice lady, you
I hate to
bitch.
say it,
I
but she's an
never met her,
incredibly
so I don't
powerful
know.
astral artist.
Ryan's
We
parents
already
are
know she
cool,
specializes
unlike
in controlling
most of my
wind
other
astral
friends' parents.
energy.
I guess Luis's
On
parents are
top
pretty
of
cool.
that, she might try
Oh,
to
wait,
sick
yeah,
that
Ryan
monster
has
on
two
us again,
parents.
too.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right.
And so does Luis, so I'm the only one who doesn't.
Just a toy
I
for her
know.
to play with. Let's make sure.
Oh, well, I don't because they're divorced. You don't because your dad ran away. Different story.
Yeah, my dad did a Black Father thing.
There's only one last place to look.
He was like, watch me change skin tone and
Demetria.
then disappear.
I still think this one had the ejector marker. That's so fucking weird. Alright. I came back to the Tales game because I haven't been playing it in a while. I honestly haven't been playing a lot of games in a while. I was telling Ryan I finally got my paycheck today for the fucking esports coach thing, so that was another $600. I'm getting like over $400 for subbing, which means I'll have over $5,000 while I wait for all my shit to finalize.
I like how we were bitching about, we were trying shit about you not getting fucking paid from that esports gig. And then it comes in the day
Literally
after we
yesterday.
bitched it.
I know, right? I should have complained about it more. I didn't say shit about it till yesterday to you, and I was like, you know, it's kind of getting on my nerves. And then the day where I'm like, you know, this is kind of pissing me off, the next day they send that shit to me.
She's probably planning something.
What you have to do is Ryan, figure Englishman.
Apparently.
I was getting
You're like a
rather
fucking
tired of
leprechaun.
waiting around.
Yeah,
Except you're not Irish.
I see you came along this way.
Except you're Scottish. What do the Scots have instead of leprechauns?
Almadria.
Well, our national
What's
animal is
this?
the unicorn.
I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of
I
yours.
guess the unicorn. Wait, I thought the unicorn was Irish too, wasn't it?
No, I don't
That's
believe
enough!
so.
How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who
I'm about to
possess
kill this
great
Nazi
power.
bitch.
The very way we Renans live.
Are you looking at,
Those with power set the
right.
example. and
No,
those
I'm
with
looking at this crazy
forced
bitch.
to obey.
okay, step
The
Bryce called me today.
That's the
He
way
goes,
these things work.
And you really
he
think
goes,
that
I'm going to tell
justifies
you
your
because you're a
actions?
family
You
member,
turned
but I'm not
all
going to tell
those
anybody
people
else.
into
He
a
goes,
Hollow Sea.
I think I'm going back in the military, and I'm like, good
It's
fucking luck.
only natural that the
He's not
fate of
gonna make it.
slave differ from that of its
I
owner.
don't
Very
know what to
well,
think
I
of it,
admit I
honestly.
did fan the
I told him,
flames
I'm like,
just a
dude, you do
tad
you,
back
but I'm
to
like, if you're fighting with your girlfriend this much
But it
now,
wouldn't
how
do
much you think you're going to fight for with her when you're fucking not even home?
Without it, my actions
I'm like, you have a
would have been
girlfriend with
fruitless.
separation anxiety, and you're like,
Ultimately,
I'm going to go to the
it was their
military.
very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is
Well, we never
simply
called him a
laying
smart
blame at
man.
their own feet.
Well, no, he admits he's stupid.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart
Oh,
is
speaking
nothing
of
but
stupid,
darkness!
I ended up watching that Jurassic Park
What a
anime.
fool to think
It's
time
like
and time
fucking
Yeah.
again
bro.
would challenge Renan
It's
authority
mid.
without so much as an
It's
inkling
mid.
of how things actually work.
It's not good.
Such ignorance
It's
is
not
why your
good,
kind has been
but it's not
enslaved for
bad
300
either. It's-
years.
Almadria.
Bro, I like High School DxD.
Well, if
I have no right to judge.
These
I-
people are my
I like High
allies
School
and
DxD
friends.
too, and this
I
is
won't
mid.
let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you
Yeah,
to claim
Hunter,
mere
I've rewatched
slaves
High
as
School
your
DxD probably 2 or 3
companions. If I
times.
didn't know any better,
I've
I would
rewatched it probably
question your
20
noble
times because I'm a
lineage.
degenerate, but continue.
Yeah, and
Oh,
even I
how
was like, this
far
is
the
kind of
mighty
boring.
I watched
It's
it in
like-
the same room as my
Traitor such
dad
as
and didn't
yourself hardly
flinch.
deserves to be called a lord.
He was like,
I
are
would
you
like to
watching
do
anime?
that,
And
but-
I'm like,
You are
fuck yeah,
nothing compared to
bitch.
Doho.
Don't judge me.
Well,
He would never stand by
I'd like
and
to do
laugh.
that, but I'd have to
His
figure out
people
what that is
hollowed.
first.
What does it matter?
But
You're
no, legit,
descended
like,
from those
it's,
who allowed
it's
the
like,
power and knowledge
it's kind of a
entrusted
bit
to them to
spicier
wither away.
romance anime.
Your pitiful family may have
I
failed,
kind of
but I
I've
did
seen
not.
trailers and I've seen
That
like
knowledge
video
and
clips. It looks
power
pretty good to me.
Is all mine
It's
to
an
command.
alright if you're into that sort of
And
genre.
now,
It's
I like that
done
genre.
very
is
well.
what that power is
The
truly
art
capable
style
of.
and the concept is really good. I just meh.
See, I like that concept. I feel like it hasn't been approached a lot in anime, so I think that kind of like sticks with me. You know what I mean?
It's interesting. Like I did watch it all the way to the end. I didn't drop it. It was just
Interesting. That's a big fucking dragon.
like
Enjoy
fucking.
your meal.
I'd recommend it. I'm not gonna say it's a shit tier anime. Just I don't see why there was just that much hype about it.
Yeah.
Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Get the fuck down here, bitch.
You know, so I'm gonna go play some Buffalo 5.
Right for me.
Gross.
What's wrong with Buffalo 5?
I mean, I just don't think it's doing all good.
Pretty decent. We're basically
You don't even
here.
play it on console. You're literally playing it on PC because you know the console port is bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have a
Fucking
PC.
game.
No. And I don't really plan on getting one because, you know, friends, I still have friends. I'm sorry, man. I just don't fucking like PC. Like, there are some good games for PC, but not really any that interest me. And I may be a degenerate, but I don't really care for porn games either.
Stay away from my friend!
Dude, fucking heal me, you dumb cow.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing a lot of this stuff on PC because I try to control skill a lot more. I have one thing on this on console.
Dude, get out of the fucking sky, you toad.
No.
I never miss! Far enough! Not in your dreams!
Dance for me.
Take this!
I definitely know this is Captain Park of the Wind I'll go 5. But yeah. Upstate with playing on PC, I can play Battle for Recording.
No.
Yeah.
What's she doing now? She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
You'll pay for that!
Or would you prefer those to feel the sky?
Oh my god.
Take this! You're fit!
I don't like this boss fight at all. What the fuck?
Right. Oh yeah, you want to get practice playing fucking cover.
Yeah, if I was playing Elden Ring on Medium Plus, I'd still be slapping fucking bosses because I'm like level 300 something.
Nerd.
I just beat like every optional boss that there was an achievement for. I literally only missed 3 achievements, one of which being like 100%ing all the other achievements. Like I did fucking everything in that game. The only achievements I'm missing that are like I am missing and it says I'm missing really is so there's an achievement for collecting all items and an achievement for collecting all spells and there's an achievement for upgrading all the special variant weapons and that's it. That's all I'm missing.
Back from death's abyss! On guard!
Just get out of the sky. This boss fight sucks.
Dance for me.
You're finished! Look sharp! Eternal devastation!
And then they could fly out of the fucking arena because that's fair.
The one game I'm thinking about grabbing, paycheck probably going to be Star Citizen because it looks fucking insane. Yeah. Take a week first, but you can actually walk around.
That's not coming to console, is it?
I don't believe so. It's still an open beta. It's not full release yet.
Sleep now. Ready, here's a healing arc.
Carve through armor. Take this. It's over. Dragon Swarm. Time to shine.
Dude, help me break the fucking tail. AIs, do your job. There we go. Fucking finally. Let's get this shit.
This one's mine. Back into the fray. Here I call.
Dragon Swarm. Their arcs were attacking separately. Can't let him hit on her.
Keep an eye on her and take out the monster first. I don't have much left.
Eat her.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah. Take it away.
Good God!
Here's the evil.
Boss fight's fucking gay. Oh, are you shitting me? I think I fucking lose this game. No, I think it's done.
Wits about you people. This one's mine.
Purge malevolence.
Here I come.
Going in. I never miss.
You're finished.
Freeze Lancer.
This one's all mine. It's over.
What? I pressed something. It didn't do what it was supposed to. I pressed the fucking D-pad. What does it want from me?
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine.
I let my guard down.
Oh, it wanted me
Shall be the
to
sovereign.
use Rin. Ah. Good God.
Such sad eyes. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do.
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm nothing like you.
I'm not done. Dragon Swarm.
Mega Ray.
This one's
Wind
mine.
astral energy. Raging
This one's
cascade.
mine. Know your place.
It's over.
Here. By the power
Right.
It's not fair that he gets to fly and get his one fucking weak spot out the arena, so I can't even hit him. Stupid.
You're finished. Hurricane
Fire
Thrust.
blade.
Let go of energy.
Hurricane Thrust.
Into the shadows.
Tear. Hurricane Thrust. Tear.
Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning strike.
I'm gone.
You're mine.
This one's mine. One more. Tiger blade.
Take this. Double.
Hey, what do you want to be? I don't fucking die.
It's been like that in Oklahoma for a while. It was like fucking 0 the other day.
I never miss.
You have to hold on.
In a bind.
Raging
Armor
storm.
won't save you.
Yeah, we're currently snowing.
Appreciate the help.
Dude, hold the fuck still.
Sleep now.
Tiger blade.
Dragon Swarm.
Reload.
By the way, Ryan, I bought Tales of Zestria the other day.
I actually haven't played that one all the way through.
Oh, you haven't?
I've
I
actually
thought- I
played-
thought you beat it.
No. Not Zestria, no. The only game, health game I've beaten is Zelia.
Really? Oh yeah, because you didn't beat Zero 2 because you didn't like it, right?
Yeah. It was fun. It does make it.
It doesn't. Yeah, this game, it's pretty linear. I like the story elements. I like the like dark topics, but like some of these bosses are not. They're not fleshed out.
Yeah. I don't know. Zestria, I don't know. I may have enjoyed it more if I didn't grind each area.
This game kind of makes it impossible to grind.
Yeah, cause like basically you can end up grinding and basically if you buy stuff in a region, it will level up the market level or whatever, or to unlock other stuff and whatnot. And I was trying to fucking max out each region before I went on to the next.
Yeah, I know that I grinded the fuck out of Vesperia.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
So
Try harder! Now! No escape! Ignite!
Brimming with hatred.
Far enough.
You're finished! Dragon Form!
also it's kind of sad on how they did the different forms. They basically just changed color and that's it. I wish they kind of for the forms they did more than just change its color. They changed its design a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the weapons change of course, you know, but I wish there was like a small embellishment, you know, or something that changed.
God damn it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, all they do is change the red lines on it to blue lines, and blue lines to yellow lines, shit like that.
Raging Cascade! Sleep now. I'll be saving this one.
Zen for me. I'll smash you.
Take this!
Not in your dreams. Flaming meteor! Right. Lightning orb! This one's where that came from? Piercing highway! Ready to go! Photon blast! Purge malevolence! Resuscitation! I will heal you all! Healing circle!
I'm not done!
Piercing roar!
Dragon
I'm out
Form!
of ammo! I'm all stocked up!
For the love of God, just fucking.
Double Demon Ray! Take this!
Going in! Cascade!
Come.
Denied! I never miss! In here!
It's on! You're finished!
I'll be saving Flaming meteor! Raging Cascade! I'm all stocked up! Piercing roar!
Burn!
Yeah, fuck it, I'm switching games.
In here! I'll be saving this one! This one's mine! Going in!
What foolishness.
Eternal Dust!
Dance for me.
Eternal Devastation!
Here!
Eternal Devastation! You're mine! Dragon Form! You're mine!
Dance for me.
You're mine! You're finished!
Piercing roar!
Anything in armor is all mine. I can carve through armor. No further.
Good fucking lord. That just stomached me too.
Denied! If it's in this...
You're mine!
Piercing rock! This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong...
Do it! Air thrust! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Here I come!
This one's mine! Radiant meteor! Crescent moon! Lightning orb!
They're attacking separately!
Can't let me hit on her.
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
Try harder!
Here, Tiger Blade!
Now! Take it!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away.
Items.
There!
Here's a healing art. I don't have much luck.
Dragon Swarm!
Radiant charge! Shield and run! Water, take that! Tiger Blade!
God damn it.
You just Defender Hunter?
Nah, I fucked up, and in the area I'm in, I can't get items, and I don't have like a good set of healing items and shit to take this fight on. You also can't really grind super well. It's a bit of a...
Could be crit.
Wits about you, people! Tiger Blade! Radiant power! Time to shine! Air thrust! I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade! Lightning orb! Lightning blade!
Dragon Swarm!
In a bind?
Searing split! Thunder Blade! Reload!
There! You're mine!
Searing split!
Dragon Swarm! Not today!
Dance in the wind! Seal!
You're mine!
Saving this
Dragon
one!
Swarm!
Going in!
Ouch.
You're mine! Try harder!
I'll be saving this one! Come now. I'm ready!
Is this it?
Where are you going?
There!
Lightning orb!
Here I come! Dragon
Attack time!
Freeze
I
laser!
can carve through armor!
Is this it?
Why? I was on the side of it. What the fuck?
No further!
Take this!
You will suffer!
Can't move!
Just what the doctor ordered. There, one more. Watch and
Behold my true power.
Shining super
Her master core.
Not while I'm around, she isn't. Lunar corruption. By the power of
Anything in armor is all mine!
I
The
fucking...
winds of judgment.
It wouldn't let me
blow
do it.
away
I fucking
all
loaded it.
the
It gave me like no...
calamity. Chaotic disaster.
Now you see what I can do!
Dance in the wind.
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts are so special. And now, they're mine.
You will suffer.
Lunar corruption. Gemini Alpha. Back into the fray. Just what the doctor ordered.
Behold
Here
my
I go.
true power.
Lightning orb. Here goes.
Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
Lunar corruption. In the wind.
Hurricane Thrust!
Lunar thrust. Back into the fray.
Hurricane Thrust!
Annihilation.
Better fucking let me, because he... Beat me on this. No, it didn't. It didn't give me the fucking option. And then it disconnects my controller.
All before impending calamity!
It's on!
It's over.
You picked the
Chaos
wrong guy!
You mean astral energy?
Say no more!
Oh, thank God. The boss fight was bullshit. Yeah, for some reason it wouldn't let me use fucking Rinwell's cancel. It didn't give me the prompt.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that
Alrighty. Well, I gotta get off. Gotta
I won't kill you.
In a bit.
help cook some dinner, and then
And make damn
I gotta
sure
drive home.
justice is served
Oh,
right.
wifey Ryan. Wait, you gotta drive home.
Dare
Where, drive home
mock
where?
me
To you.
With your foolish useless
I'm in
pity.
Ulysses.
A Tannen,
You're in. Oh,
more
fuck.
than a mere slave.
Yeah.
I won't allow you
I didn't
to.
realize
I
you-
was gonna tell you, but you were never on, so I was just like, okay.
Fucking text me, you cunt.
Or being Danon or Renan.
It's alright. Freaking yesterday I didn't feel too
you atone
good,
for the
and then
crimes
the
you
day
committed.
before I hung out with
And that's all.
Michael all day. So
Hey, Mr.
Did you
Stark, I
become
don't
a-
feel so good.
Did you hang out with Luis at all?
nah, I was gonna hang out with him when he got home from work yesterday, but I just didn't feel good and I fell asleep. And then when I woke up, it was like 9, and I was just like, it's a little late.
Did he even know you were in town?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he ended up.
It's that
When did he
swordsman again.
game with me? Like, he ended up gaming with me one of the days, and I mentioned it. Yeah. So I just figured you were busy and shit.
What brings you here? No, forgive me.
Alright.
It just seemed like it because you weren't even on
Please allow
yesterday or
me
the day
to
before.
Make
I was
it
on
up
yesterday.
to you, my lord.
You were? When did he get on?
Like 8 or 9, and then
Oh,
I
okay.
got on again later than that.
Silence now,
Okay.
wretched snake. Does it hurt?
Yeah. All right. Well, catch you later.
Should.
All right, talk to you later.
This proof
In
you're
a bit.
still alive. Enjoy.
So this guy is a lord. Wait, so if that's the third lord, aren't there only 4, which means he's the final boss? So he killed her and she dropped her orb. We have 3 of the orbs.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more. Stop right there! Think you can cut me down? What?
Yay, I get to see his mask break. What the hell is it?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something!
That's cool. Oh, he can feel pain again. He can feel pain again. Oh, that's so sad. That's traumatic.
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign.
So what the fuck is the Sovereign? You gonna explain that yet, or get to it? Motherfucker just sank me. That dick. At least I fucking brute forced my way through that fucking boss. Jesus, that was bullshit. Test subject 1273. The spirit channeling ceremony will begin soon. Until then, you are to calm your mind and wait further instruction. Wait, am I going to play the flashback? I'm not going to see it as cutscenes. It's going to make me participate. Interesting. Oh,
after all this
fuck.
time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
The main will maintain control over things. Just focus on breaking your concentration. On not breaking your concentration on the ceremonies in progress. I'm beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. First time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and a maiden ready for the ceremony. But seeing you make it all the way today has put my fears to rest. So what's a sovereign?
A citizen.
Fuck off. Is this the test
Whoa.
subject, man? Looks just like us. On the outside, maybe. Inside, it's uncivilized as the rest of them. No touching the test subject. Wait, am I an artificial
Touch him.
being?
Touch it.
I think I'm an artificial being. Wait, what? One, 2, 7, 3, or should I say sovereign? You don't understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to an injury at this state. So what the fuck's a sovereign? Know who got it in their head to start calling you sovereign? At the end of the day, you've got nothing more than a test subject. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are no concern.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place.
It's time, Alphen. It's finally happening, huh? Yes, we need to change into our outfits, then we meet in front of the transfer device. You'll finally be able to return home. So I got you dragged in all this. It's not your fault. She looks familiar. Kind of looks like Shion, sort of. Okay. Hit me with some of that
I
backstory.
just wanted to go back. To Dena. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
I hear people dying. We're freaking out.
That would be me internally.
Oh, what the fuck? That would be you internally, fuck off. So something happened in the experiment, he's like the only survivor left. He's just covered in blood.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
What the fuck?
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion.
Doesn't respond well to pain now, does he?
Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
You know what I noticed? This is just like Vesperia, where she gets fucking taken away. He lost the sword because she's not there anymore.
Cringe.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
We got sucked into the water and then we all woke up on an abandoned island. The party's been disbanded. Master Core of Wind. Not reacting well to pain.
Leori. Shion. Damn it.
Oh, I'm gonna lose this fight, aren't I?
Take this! Double Demon Fang! Strike! Dragon Swarm! Here I
come! Dragon Swarm! Take this! You're finished! Try harder! Eternal Devastation! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! You're finished! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Crush! Eternal Devastation! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! This one's all mine! Rising Falcon! Eat dirt!
Oh, gross. His fucking special ability sucks dick now.
Here I come! Double Demon Fang! Crush! 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 Eternal Devastation! Crush! Crush! Eternal Devastation! Crush! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm!
Man, bro, I'm fucking bored.
You're bored? I thought you were enjoying the high life playing on the PC. What happened?
Oh yeah, I'm just not too long awake. Like, I would join the party as I woke up, bro. It's probably less bored, more not even awake.
Finwell!
I'll get there eventually. I'll
What
find something to
happened
play.
just now?
At the moment, I'm just meh.
Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
I'll probably end up playing some
Thank
Warframe.
goodness you're alive.
Do I go to work? Because it's only like 12 o'clock.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
This boy out of it. He in a major funk.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
That boy stuck in time. Oh yeah. I think there's 2 more regions after this. Or there's 1 region after this. I think. Looking for it. Oh, well, let me sprint. There's an owl somewhere nearby. Oh! Where's he at? I hear him.
What was that, Hunter?
I'm looking for an owl. Because that's pretty much the collectible in this game, so I'm trying to figure out where the fuck
Who?
it is. An owl.
Who?
Speaking of Thistleim,
I'll fucking kill
populated
you!
by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
You fucking owl bitch.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
No choice. Dragon to march on.
Sharpness!
I owe you one. Dragon.
Fall into thine own death!
Eternal devastation.
Back it out again!
Take this. To everlasting darkness. Negative gate. Turbo demon fang.
Flight!
Eternal devastation. Air pressure. Eternal devastation.
Lightning of raging cascade!
Eternal devastation.
interrupted.
Dragon swarm.
Dance in the wind!
Heal. I owe you one. I'm ready. Totally.
Flash!
In an instant. Impact clock.
Can you take it?
You picked the wrong fight. Take this.
Elusive deity.
Light Astrolite raging cascade!
I'm ready.
Spread!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Huh. I need to go back to the Owl Sanctuary and see if I got any rewards.
Where's the sea?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Do what?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
And it's bad, isn't it?
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They're wanting to use the fucking cores, but it didn't fucking work.
They said it was for something
that girl
called the
fucked it up, I
spirit
think.
channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the
Oh, I'll
big
go
day
fuck it up.
came.
He apparently was a slave. He was experimented on.
As for what the
and
ceremony was actually for,
his friend
unfortunately,
jeopardized the
never
ceremony.
found out.
And they're both like given the power of like basically the leading lords. They were experiments basically to see what would happen. I think they were trying to experiment because I think that there are two planets
So if what
and
you're
one
saying
invaded the
about being
other.
on Lenegis is
and-
true, then maybe you
Oh,
really
yeah, it's
did
the one
meet
where you
Shion.
wake up with no memory
After
on
all,
Mascon,
you
correct?
said you
Yeah.
recognized her from somewhere,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I remember
But
now.
Shion said she'd
I
never
just-
seen
my
him
brain went
before.
blank for a
How do
second.
you explain that?
But what I think it is I think if they can get an actual sovereign, they'll suck all
I
the
was wrong.
souls,
It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis.
giggity, out of all the fucking
Just like
people on
my
this
ex.
planet. Just like my ex.
She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony.
She could suck
She's
a
the
fucking
woman I
bullet
kept
ball
seeing
through a
in my
McDonald's
dreams.
straw. It was great. Oh, on
A
my wolf
maiden?
blood too.
What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris?
Oh,
As in Shion
and
Imeris?
the girl who sacrificed
So
yourself
they're
that you were originally in
distant
love with
relatives or
was the
something?
sister to the girl that
Wait,
you just
or
fell in
are
love
they
with.
sisters?
Bow
Your
chicka
guess is
wow
as good as
wow.
mine. All
Giggity.
I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many
Oh,
deaths
so the
I
reason
caused
Shion
that
has
day.
thorns is because of the fucking incident with this
Certainly more
dude.
than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
I'm over 300 years
300?
old?
But that'd make Alphen...
That wasn't her sister. That was like her great-great-grandma.
Kinky.
I can't age?
That's right.
I'm sending you two things. The first one's more important.
Antique of a human being.
The first one's what?
The first one's more important.
Deep
You'll
down,
understand.
maybe I already knew.
The second
Alphen.
one's mid.
Some hero, huh?
You go have a look.
Operating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
How have they managed this? Well, the answer is with some super interesting compression and some really inventive programming. The person who did this project is Graham Sanderson, and there's a link in the article that you're seeing now to the GitHub page which explains everything you need to know about it. So yes, Doom has come to the Raspberry Pi Pico because it was always going to. I mean, after all, it's been on a pregnancy test.
He makes a fair point.
Listen, what you really need is time.
The second one was,
Time to
I'm sure you'd find
process
interesting,
things
but
and
the
get your
first
head
one was the more
straight.
important one.
I'm taking my pants off!
I think that probably
Wow, you
goes
heard
for
it from
all
one.
of us.
You take your pants off, bro. Well,
My
cringe.
fucking balls are sweating. It went from 30 degrees
What
this
about
morning to
Shion?
like
We
fucking
can't just-
90.
I'm worried about
I
Shion
want to
too,
kill
Law.
myself if I had
But
that.
it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight.
My fucking
This
weenies
is
are
full
roasting.
Ron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone?
Fucking weenies are roasting, man.
Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
So Alphen pretty much was fucking Shion's like great-great-great-grandma. Now he's gonna be fucking Shion.
It's fine.
He just whispers in her ear her grandma's name.
I fought your grandma before you.
You taste a lot like your grandma. Guess it's in the family.
You could say, she started.
Do I even have the right to fight?
Oh my god.
Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
So my character is the reason Shion is cursed. If you spell applesauce with an O, and then it's just her moaning, like what the fuck? Why'd you send me that?
Because it's funny.
You bitch.
But am I wrong?
Fair enough.
You're certainly full
Yeah,
of
there we go.
surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information
Ever
seems
scratch
only
your
to
balls
yield
with a
further
coat hanger? It's
mysteries.
satisfying.
The truth
Coat hangers
feels
are just
as
free back
elusive as when
scratchers.
we first started.
And you can't change my mind.
I am well aware of where you got your
No, but I
powers.
didn't scratch my girlfriend's
But why, as a Danan,
uterus
do you
with
bear
one.
the same crest as the current Renan?
That was to clean out the fucking
More to the
disappointment on the
why
inside,
choose a
right?
Danan
You're like,
for your
ah,
sovereign in the
I
first
can't
place?"
follow in my father's footsteps yet. I still have to
then
buy
there is the
milk.
maiden, a figure so powerful. She's playing
He never
game
taught
with
me
the
how to
sovereign's
disappear,
yang in esoteric
because he let me-
ceremonies.
He never
Before he
taught
did
me
it.
how to
And
run
yet,
away.
I'd
Because
never
he already
even heard
was
of her.
gone.
Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renin. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell
By the
am I?
way, I got my
frank,
fat ass
we
Doug
have even bigger fish to fry
back
than
from my
that.
mom, and man, he
By
big,
comparison,
boy. He
the far
big. He's
more
fucking
important
4 times the
question at
size of
hand
Bubbles.
is,
That's a big
what does it all
bitch.
Bro, he a whole attitude.
Bro,
Sometimes
no wonder
we need a
motherfuckers
little
eat
help
these
in
some
addressing
bitches. They're
the truth
fucking
behind our
huge.
pain.
Holy
You're
shit.
just like, I'd never eat a duck. That's
Not to
fucking cringe.
compete
I
over
love them.
lives
And you
lost.
see this motherfucker be like, yo, I could
suspect
take a
your
leg,
count is
arm,
still
half this
somewhat beneath
motherfucker,
mine.
and he'd still be like twice the size of
Thanks for
Bubbles.
letting me
But yeah,
And
he's
sorry
my
for
good
being a
boy,
bother.
so I call him Big
Please,
Papa.
no thanks are necessary.
They call me Big
The
Papa.
quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner
Laddie?
we can all get back
No,
out there.
I used to call her. I used to think it was a girl before it developed. So ducks, if you know it's a male, it'll have this like circular curled feather on its ass, but you don't know till they're older, or so you'll either see the curl or you'll hear them crack or quack, not crack, quack, and basically. I thought it was a female, so I used to call it Big Mama. It's my Big Mama right there. That's a
you
Big
see
Mama.
there?
But now it's a guy, so
Zeugles.
I'm like, I guess it's Big
Strays
Papa
by the
now.
looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renin starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She died.
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renins, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renin society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor.
Fucking White Knight.
Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that
You're
this dream
joking about
lived
a
on
white knight, and
inside me.
legit there's this dude
And
whining
you did
about
the same for him,
politicians
for
doing shit
Dohalim,
because it
when
hurts
he was
women.
ready to give up too. You were there for
Coincidence?
both
I
of us.
think not.
You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep
No,
fighting.
he's
To
like,
strive no matter what.
he's like
I
your
was out of
version of
line.
the
I
fucking
had no
like
right to disobey
CNN,
you.
average CNN viewer,
No,
bro.
you're wrong.
He's like, the government did
Those words
start
were exactly
fucked up
what I
today,
needed
and
to hear
Labor
at
would
the
do
time.
it better.
In fact, I would go as far
It's
as
like,
to
no,
say
you
that I
wouldn't, you
wouldn't
curly
even
haired
be
fucking
here
gay
had I
whore.
not
Shut
heard
your
them.
mouth.
Left to my own devices, who
Both
knows
times.
when I would have been
The
able to
problem
pick
is
myself up.
he was chatting on one of
Besides,
these fucking videos.
It's
He was
not
saying,
like
oh,
killing
Weber
all
would
those
have done this
people was a
differently. And I
choice
was,
that you made of your own
yeah,
free
Weber would
will,
have done it differently.
right?
The only problem they've had for this entire pandemic
The
is that the
truly
government
terrible
didn't do it
ones are the
fast
people
enough.
who abducted you.
The fuck you
The
mean the
ones who
government's gonna,
forced you to
Labor's going to
wield
do
that
something
power.
different? They're gonna do
They're
the
the
same
ones you
shit
should
but
be
quicker.
blaming. Not
Fucking
only
idiot.
that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Elfin. Do you understand?
Yeah, fucking our shit
If
is
I'm
fucking
still
retarded,
allowed to
bro.
fight
Over
and
here,
keep
the
on
right
living,
is full of a bunch of
then damn it,
toasty
Alphen, so
fucking
the hell are you.
rich fucks. Then the other side is full of a bunch of
But
self-entitled
if
middle
you're
class
still not
morons who think
convinced,
that they,
then ask yourself this.
because they have a college degree
What is
in
it that
lesbian
you've
dance
really
theory
been
means
fighting
that their
for this
opinion is
whole time?
important.
Come on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Deadass. There's one of the dudes I ended up looking up his because apparently he's like he had like some sort of the thing you get before in a doctor, like a doctorate or whatever, like a postgrad or
Masters?
whatever. Yep, master's, postgrad, whatever the fuck it is.
I don't know what it's called in your country.
All this time, I thought it was
I don't fucking
worrying
know
about
either.
Shion and the
But
pain
legit,
bringing
it
you
was in,
down.
Snobs.
it was
I
legit
didn't
in
realize you
fat
were lonely
science.
too.
I guess all of us are.
Like, to be honest,
One
I
way or
just thought
another.
if you were doing fat science,
Yeah, but
that
you've
was
only
just a
just found
physics
out.
dude figuring out
I
how
mean,
huge
no,
that bitch
not
is, but apparently
found
not.
out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
That's why I have the cosmetic for a crown, because he's a
First it
sovereign.
was
Oh
Shion,
my god,
then
it makes
was
so much
me,
fucking sense.
And now it's you. All of us suffering. Just because of some power we never even asked for.
No, he's gone.
All this time, you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alrighty. Don't know where this goes. It's my boy Law.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you.
He's
Look,
bummed out.
I
He's
get
lost
it.
confidence.
You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either.
Your actions caused the death of your
Here's the
father,
thing.
so yeah, I bet you get
None of
it.
that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again.
So now
I
he's
can't
kind of afraid of
guarantee
sword.
anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to
broke.
follow.
He's broken.
Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place. No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes.
Wait, do I actually get
Now,
to
I'm
fight him?
gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Alright. Do I have on my team back yet?
Back to the inn, I guess.
I need... Oh, I want to jump off. That's stupid. Where's my bulb kiss? Want to get all the red outfits for all the characters. I like red and black. It's my favorite.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
No, he's full of shit.
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen.
There's a false
Right.
smile.
Great to have you back. Now let's do this!
Alright. Need more points for that one.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Yes, I am hurrying as best as I possibly can. Totally hurrying. I am the hurryingest. Okay. Where the fuck? There's an owl here somewhere, I think. That's something I don't get. I feel like Japanese games have been kind of getting lazy lately. Like, Okay, so they've got all this budget for like the animation and like the cutscenes. But if you notice, like the combat in this doesn't feel that much different to Tales of Vesperia.
We've all got our own pain.
I mean, it's not as fluid and it's pretty like grounded, but it just the graphics don't look much better either. Like, yeah, they're more like realistic, but it doesn't look great.
There's a firm no Zoogle policy. Fine by me. Let's get to work then. Bet that shell's hiding something tasty. Whirlwind! Now whenever. I'll finish you here and now. That's too fast. Stand back. I'll chip it up.
It's just like it seems like the Japanese studios are just like cranking out like one after the other, just generic games. Like, I like this game. The story's amazing. The graphics aren't the worst, they're not the best. I'm betting. I don't know. It just feels like a 2012 game. A 2012 like off-beat RPG.
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
I'm just dead. Items. I'll just let him take it.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh?
Here we go.
I sense.
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too.
Oh, my back itches.
My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away.
What's up,
from
Shiva?
back
How you
then.
doing? What? No, calm down. How you doing? How you doing, girl? What's up? What's up? What's up with you? What's up, my fur baby?
They
You my
took
fur
everything
baby?
from
You my
me
fur bitch?
and left me with
You
nothing
my
but
Furby?
guilt.
Huh?
I was completely
Huh?
alone.
Did you miss your dad?
At least that's
Oh,
what I
I've been
thought.
subbing every day, and I just haven't been home. No, oh,
But
she's
not
so
anymore.
spoiled. She's so spoiled. Oh my goodness. So mistreated. So mistreated. You little spoiled
Since
bitch.
I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight?
This guy, the bad guy in this region, has ulterior motives though, because they say
the
he
word
killed the
and I'm
previous
there.
lord,
Certainly no objections.
but he's
Then
not
it's
really
agreed.
taking care of his region, and he's
Our
fucking
next
around in
stop
other
will be the
regions. I think he
capital,
just wants to
the
fight.
Legion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Mahavar gone missing.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think
possible.
stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going.
What if they just leave that, like, hanging? Oh, Thistleim, the hidden village.
Thistleim was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
Bro, I get that. Food. The language of love. It's not French, it's food.
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Xion?
Of course not. Xion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might
Mom of
be
the
worth
group,
taking some
right
time
here.
to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Thought there was an owl here. Check. This guy has a mission for me.
Okay. Why?
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
So you gotta stop monsters from stealing your fish?
Okay.
Great job.
Fishing fiends. And she's pissed off about it because they're not using fishing poles even though they're Zoogles.
I'll
So
teach
she thinks
you,
it's an
small
abomination of
fry,
fishing.
who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Yep.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having
Oh,
fish
I
for
see you, you tiny son of a bitch.
tonight.
Okay, there was an area below here.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Just wanna check this area real quick. It's a dwelling? Oh, this is the area that he walked out of. I'll go to the inn and see if I can make anything. And then I'll go to the owl place and see if I got any more cosmetics.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I forgot how to fast travel. What the fuck? There we go. Maybe I can't fast travel while in here. What the fuck? I don't think I have the ability to fast travel anymore. I think it took it away from me. Weird. Oh yeah. Probably should buy items from a shop. I'm fucking stupid. I thought I could fast travel, so I was paying attention to that.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
They really get all fucking panicky whenever you spend a lot of money. But it's also kind of hard to make money in this game too. Like, this is a game that, like, I don't know if you've noticed, but like, I grinded my ass off and I'm still like barely level 31. Which is kind of annoying. Oh, by the way, I should check their skills. Check Rimwell's and see if she has healing. Nope. Not. Where do I get icicle things? Conundrums. Oh, people are watching me. I appreciate it. Who the person that watches?
I think Hoodle senses an
Thank
owl
you,
around
Hoodles.
here.
Who the people that watch? Let me read the names off. Titties. Olivia Casino Delo Caxi. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it.
Feels
Do
like
me a
I'm
favor,
melting.
follow if you could.
Galaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's
Oh
brutal,
yeah, he's a
all right.
snow owl.
I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking.
They're not used to the
All
humidity.
this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Okay. Astro point off. Will it? Okay, so can I? It's still not letting me go to the Owl Forest. What the fuck? Dude, all you get is cosmetics there. Why the fuck does it bar me from going there?
I'll do my best.
Dragon form! No! Can't end here! Now you see what I can do!
Hold on.
Swallow
I'll
there!
take out the leg with my shield.
Take this! Here we go again! First strike! That freaking does it!
Photon flat! Illuminate the
We are getting our asses wiped.
Can't get out of this!
Light Astra Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall!
Nothing gets by me.
Light Astral Energy!
Shield
Raging
and
Cascade! Spread! Purge Malevolence!
Good lord.
This should do it!
Magic Import Seal! Crescent Moon!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Dance in the wind!
God.
Not on my watch!
Am I gonna have to run from the enemies to get to fucking... You don't realize how weak you are till you lose your healer.
Sealed! More for the stockpile! Photon flat!
Prepare to be sealed!
Wind Astral Energy! Raging Cascades!
In a
Some
bind?
fights are better left unfought.
That's unfortunate.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride.
That was up there.
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Thank you, game, for telling me that. Too bad you fucking won't let me go there. I literally can't even grind these enemies because I would get my ass kicked.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
Well.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
Oh, so he's not
Like
actually
you
300
say
years
she
old. He was
is,
in cryo
She
sleep.
would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
Yep.
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
Get that?
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why...
Is there a defense one? Do I have the ice cream one yet? Nope.
That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
Oh, it doesn't let me get a pick.
Alone. I'm all alone.
This guy's a dick.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of.
Her emotions
Okay,
put her
so
into tune with
if you can
certain
talk to
natural art.
astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Law, you fucking missed
Wait,
that one.
you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah! What are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
Coming to terms.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to
The
forget
guilt
what I
is
did.
getting to you.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms. You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
All right. We are. There's honestly no reason to fight at least half of these enemies anyway. At least not the armored
That's what
ones.
we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will.
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and... Is it just me? Or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almeidrea. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really?
Agreed.
In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
God, she's such a bitch. Oh, maybe these are the guys who give me the frostfangs.
Right, here goes! Right here! I got Dragon Swarm!
I'm gonna have to grind enemies. I know that now.
It's a duel of the arts!
These sticks have got your name on them!
Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm!
Going in! Please the enemy's arts to me!
See, if it's not armored enemies,
I'll crush you!
I don't feel feeling I'm not that bad.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Going in!
Now you're finished!
Eagle!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
That's ice stone.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you...
Aww.
Oh. Right.
Just kind of sad. Fuck these things. Let's go around them. No! No, fuck it. Around them.
Leave the chargers to me. Eat this. Switch
Okay guys, think it's time to run.
Yeah, I just can't fight them without a healer. And I don't have the money to grind, so basically I'm like at a point in the game where I've reached an impasse. This is a huge difficulty spike. This is fucking stupid. Nope, we're running.
No backing down!
I owe you one.
It's time! Last one out gets
Are those arms even natural?
Can't really fight these ones either. That's a conundrum.
What's this thing? I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
Yeah, he runs everything fine, doesn't he? Healing. Oh, okay.
The picture of Dragon Swarm! This one's all mine! Now you see what I can do!
You picked the wrong fight!
Right! I'm surrounded!
Oh yeah.
This one isn't normal!
These six has got your name on them!
Eternal Defense!
Now! Super Colo Dance! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
Dragon Form! Total Demon Fang!
Now I'm in the group! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Oh, he killed him.
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Oh, bypass. A lot of money. Fuck that, I'm running. It's so weird that I have to fucking actively avoid enemies because I don't have a healer anymore and I'm gonna get my fucking ass beat. Like, you know that, like, this is a difficulty spike section when the game literally has you have the healer from the start of the game. I can heal in between battles with CP without a healer? What the fuck? Okay, fuck it. Here we go. That's weird.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Look shot! Eat this! That's enough!
Eternal
I'll tear you apart!
Dragon Form!
This one's mine!
Eat this! Eagle Dive! Talon Storm! Crush! Now I'm in the Dragon Form! Do it!
Kisara, frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done.
I'll face you! No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Watch this! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
My turn! Hurricane Thrust!
Going in.
Tear!
Devastation! Tiger Blade! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Nice one, Alphen.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
But I'm still only gonna fight the small fry. Like, armored enemies are just too much of a hassle. I'll waste too many resources. Like that.
An opponent like this should be easy. You picked the wrong fight. Okay, here I go. Double Demon Fang!
I've got plenty to go around.
Armor won't save you! Far enough!
Dragon Form!
Go in.
I owe you one.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off. Hurricane Thrust!
Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Dragon Form! We did it!
Magic
Dragon
is
Form!
in here.
Look sharp!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest. Dragon Form!
Let me help.
I guess I'm filling up that bar fast enough. It doesn't matter. Who'd have thought?
Don't get careless.
Hey, that's a level up. Let's go kill these ice motherfuckers over here.
should be easy.
Get behind me!
Here I come.
Attack time!
Dragon Swarm!
Dragon Shout! What's this?
Here I come. An astral art?
That's my cue.
These fists have got
Shut
your
'em down.
name on them!
Eat dirt!
Thunder
was
Beam!
nice while it lasted.
Photon, lightning condemned!
On guard! I'm on it!
Come make it rain!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this! Quick
Dragon
I'm on a roll now!
In here!
Eagle assault!
I'll be saving this one!
Make it rain!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Swallow dance! Dragon swarm! On
Lightning
guard!
Supernova!
Look sharp!
Whoa!
Eat this! Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade!
Illuminate
Dragon
Steel!
Here I come! Now
Dragon
this
Swarm!
cool!
Not on my watch!
Take this! I can carve through armor!
Make it rain! Ysara, I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I think
Level
I'm getting
32.
stronger.
Ice stones.
Little help!
You're mine!
In a bind?
Here!
Going in!
It's on! Eat dirt! Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain!
I'm on it!
You know, you figure when he woke
Lightning tiger blade!
and got his memories back, he would have more abilities, but really, this character is not opening up ability-wise. Maybe he will get a boost here in a bit,
Look
but
sharp!
Lightning tiger blade!
I don't know. Different.
Our weapons are the strength of our mutual respect! This
You want me? Come get me!
Course in this blade! Sharpness!
On guard!
Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
One more!
Tectonic punch!
What's this? Shield
Finish! Eternal devastation!
Tiger blade!
You're mine!
Here goes!
Dragon Swarm!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
I'll back in your defenses!
Glad you have their uses.
Dragon Swarm!
I'll show you how
picked the
useful
wrong
I can
fight.
be!
Dragon Swarm!
Denied!
Do it!
Look sharp!
It's weird. I keep getting a wall one, but I'm not pressing in that direction.
Tiger blade! Make it rain! They're on fire! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Dance in the wind!
My turn! Hurricane Thrust! Dragon Swarm!
That's it! Don't get complacent.
Hey!
Might guard. Oh.
New equipment!
Ooh, another chest. Earth Cape.
Design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
In the water's edge, I see but for a moment one Ganeth Harrows.
I hate to break it to you, man, but what you're saying isn't deep at all.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even half. Hey, when did I get so popular?
What did I do?
Eat this! Dragon Swarm! I'm gone! Eat this! Eternal Devastation! Tiger Blade! Rhythmic Tear! That freaking does it! Dragon Swarm! Not my finest! No! Eat dirt!
Don't leave me all alone here.
Dragon Swarm!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Sweet dreams!
Time to shine! Try harder! This is nice!
Oh, god damn it.
Crescent Moon!
Shining
Tiger
Supernova!
Blade!
Raging
Lion
Cascade!
Howl!
Here!
Piercing Roar!
More for the stockpile!
Rinwell, fucking use your magic. Kisara's getting her ass beat.
We managed to turn the tide!
For now, but things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert. Sealed. More for the stockpile. Art expert coming through.
Switch to offense! Piercing Roar!
Photon blast.
Shield and Haze!
One at a time. More for the stockpile. All right. It's showtime. I'm on a roll.
There.
Lightning condemned. Thunder blade. Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer. Holy land.
That's it! Tiger Blade! Lion Howl! I'm gone!
Gale force.
Is that Spanish guitar?
Lightning
Do
condemned.
you require a hand?
Switch to offense!
Illuminate
Take
the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer.
Denied!
Holy land.
First! Time to shine!
Hit. One lightning condemned. Thunder blade. Art expert
Tiger
coming
blade.
through. Don't mind if I do.
Lion Howl! Time to shine!
Here's a dance in the wind. Air thrust.
I'm gone!
Photon blast. Law, wake up.
Damn! Sorry about that!
Jesus. I like how they said we're only like halfway up and then I just found the exit, so... The exit to more, I'm fucking... Well, it says upper level exterior. So I guess that makes sense. And there's gonna be a boss fight here. I can feel it.
That treasure. What a sweet sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
So there's a boss fight before I get to the top. I haven't really leveled up since that last boss. How much of a level skip did this game just assume that I would fucking compensate for? Let's find out about how much this game wants to fuck me when I don't have a healer.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
What the fuck is that? Is
Doesn't look
Fat
like we're
vulture.
getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
Yeah, I like that you could see the vendor in the cutscene. They didn't even think to edit him out. Okay, so that's not that bad of a skip.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way.
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal.
So let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us?
Oh my god.
The flashing parts are weak points.
Oh my god.
Supernova!
Going in.
Eternal devastation!
Armor won't save. I'm on a roll now.
You picked the wrong fight.
It was nice while it lasted.
In here!
You're
Leave
mine.
the chargers to me.
Dragon form.
I hope this thing is medically approved. Talon Hurricane! Blaze of fire!
Supernova!
Glitter Dragon! Nicole!
You'll pay for that.
Let's go!
Dragon form.
Astral energy!
It's finished!
Illuminate!
Dragon
Let's do it!
form.
Super Swallow Day!
Holy Land!
Dragon form.
Eagle Dive!
Take this.
Talon
It's
Form!
over.
Coming through!
Talon
Dragon
Hurricane!
form.
Gale Force!
Alright, let's revive her.
All
Lightning
healed!
condemns! Thunder
Here I come.
Blaze
Dragon
of fire!
form.
I'm on a roll now! Tiger Blade!
This one's all mine.
Talon Hurricane! Eagle Dive!
Dragon form. Try
Glacial
harder.
Fire! I'll smash you!
Just what the doctor... Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack! No!
Devastation.
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Talon Sword!
Hurricane thrust.
No further!
Mirage. Dragon
Not my
form.
finest.
Take this. It's
Are
over.
we in over our heads?
Come on. It's not over.
We're just
until
all
it's
gonna
over.
die?
You're right. We've made it this far.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation! Gets by me. Can you take it?
Doholim's a he. Oh, I'm a fucking moron.
Beyond,
Stay away
imbue
from my
this
friend.
vanquished soul with life. From beyond,
Doholim's
imbue
a
this vanquished soul
fucking
with life.
healer.
Resuscitation. Grant me the strength to march on.
Eternal devastation.
Lionheart! Our arts are being interrupted. Take this!
Gale Force!
No further!
No. It can't end here.
Lightning
From
condemns!
beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation!
Holy Land!
Not done yet.
Arts required.
Eternal
Sorry.
devastation.
Doholim's a
Make it in time.
fucking healer.
Crush.
Resuscitation! It's in your hands now.
Still got some fight left in me. Air thrust! Photon flash! Now!
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here I come. Dragon swarm.
Gale Force!
No escape. You're mine.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Oh, Doholim's dead.
This one's
Blast in the wind! Air thrust!
Alphenstruck. Alphenstruck. On the bright side, I learned that Doholim's a healer, and I don't need Law because he always goes down.
You picked the wrong.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Dragon swarm. I can't move.
Fuck you, Law. You're garbage.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
Elusive deity! Exploit the enemy's weakness!
Dragon Swarm! Tiger Blade!
Take
Death Howl!
Eternal Devastation!
Catapult!
Crush!
Air Thrust! Tiger Blade!
Eternal Devastation!
thrilling performance!
It's over! Crush! This one's all mine! Eternal Devastation! You picked the wrong fight!
Use its weak point to take it down.
All together, everyone! Here I come! Horn up!
Dragon Swarm!
Yeah, because all I need is Law's ability. I don't need him in the fucking battlefield.
Time to deal some hurt!
There we go. That's a fucking core break. Yeah, this is so much better.
You're mine! You're finished!
Catapult! More with that
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Cloud Art Expert, coming through! In your dreams!
The fluidity of your movements is simply incredible.
You picked the wrong fight!
Dragon Swarm!
Tornado Drive! Elusive deity!
No escape!
Elusive deity! I need something.
You need to be healed.
How the mighty have fallen.
I could do without this pain!
Radiant light! Piercing
This is a most peculiar place.
Rolling, get the fuck out the way.
Get out of sight!
Take this!
Oh, damn.
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Nothing gets by me! I let my guard down.
Imbue this vanquished soul!
So, Dohalim, do you heal yourself? Like, what's
I owe you one.
going on?
Another incantation ruined!
One more time. It's wing. They're lighting up.
It's getting ready to attack!
Holy ready. Don't mind if I do.
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Now.
Demons descend! Flashing fang! Anything in armor is all mine!
Holy glimmer.
Demon! I can carve through armor!
Dohalim's fucking dead. God.
I healed myself.
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Ha! Elusive deity!
There you go. Don't let up. Chinese supernova.
No further.
Dohalim.
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
I'm gonna need more of that medicine.
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer, holy lamp. Illuminate the dark.
And he got
Come
it.
forth, holy glimmer, holy lamp.
She's gonna fucking die.
Take this!
Dance in the wind.
I'm gonna check something. Edits. Let's put him in. Yeah, well, those arts. The fuck is Dohalim? Heal. So he's heal. He's got all these. Use once only. That's
Awful. Let's try with fight with moderation. And then fight aggressively. Use support arts to fight. Use healing arts when in danger. Restore HP with. Dodge.
Illuminate the dark! First strike! Holy glitter! Holy land! Just what the doctor ordered.
Blow away!
Gale force!
Watch this!
Dance in the wind!
Almost!
Air thrust!
First strike! Talon storm!
Tempest whirl!
Fang blast! Blow away!
With astral energy! Raging cascade! Spray!
Blow
Dance
away!
in the wind! Seal! Take care of Poodle.
Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
Fuck you, dude.
All good things come to an end. Blow away! I'm on it! I'll end you! Eat this! You're done! Eat this! Blow away!
That attack does so much damage.
Blow away! The picture of hell. It's go time! I hope this thing is medically approved. First strike! I'll run you!
Oh, I'm just out of healing. Because they've been wasting all my fucking healing.
Eat this! I'll end you! First strike! I'm on it! Almost! Armor won't save you! Eat this! I'll run you! I'm on it! I'll end you! Eat this! You're done! Eat this! I'll end down.
Damn it. Retry. Strategy. Is there not an HP option? I swear there was an HP option. Try it again.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way.
Save your breath while that thing seizes a talking meal.
So let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us? Okay.
Going in.
Aim for the weak spot.
Illuminate the dark.
Benediction
Come forth,
light.
holy glimmer. Holy
Heal.
lamp.
Aura, shield, and faith. Elusive radiant rare. Piercing roar. Take it. Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
I'm not
I'll
done!
be saving this one.
Allow me to help you.
This one's all mine!
Thanks,
You're finished!
Shion.
Light astral energy.
Try harder!
To me.
Here I come! You picked the wrong
Elusive
fight!
deity. Far enough. In a bind. How about this? Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
Ooh, I broke its score.
Point to take it down.
I broke its... Okay, I was gonna say, I was actually fucking mine.
I'm merely doing what I can to help. Life run up.
Arn expert coming through.
Piercing roar.
Razor cyclone.
Take this!
Shield and faith.
Don't mind if I do.
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity. Begin. How about tornado drive?
Thunderblade. Illuminate the dark.
Shine. Radiant light. Anything in armor is all mine.
Its wings are lighting up.
It's getting ready to attack.
I owe you one.
Holy land.
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Eat dirt!
Elusive deity.
Dragon Swarm!
Tornado drive.
Dance in the wind.
Elusive deity.
Sleep now. Get on in there with the
Switch to armor.
Piercing roar.
Try harder! My turn!
Now we're not saving this one.
Can't get out of this.
Dragon Swarm!
Far enough.
Sealed. Let's get you out of the
Shine.
way.
Radiant light. Force of
Here goes.
regeneration.
Holy land.
Eternal devastation!
All day.
Crush!
Shattering the pieces. Elusive deity. Can you take it?
You picked the wrong fight!
Tornado drive.
Ice prison.
Begin.
Sealed.
Tempest.
Dragon
Don't
Swarm!
mind if I do.
Catapult. Tempest.
Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain.
Gohalim.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Denison.
I like that
Here
move.
goes.
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
Crush!
Thunder field.
Dragon Swarm!
Now let loose.
This one's mine.
Wow, it's almost as if the AI fucking heals me, I do good. Who would have thought?
Can't end here!
Come on. You have to hold on. Generate.
What would I do without you?
Ready and
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle herself.
You can be really dense, though, Helene. Tiger Blade!
Benediction
Dance in
light.
the wind! Sleep now. I'll be chasing this one. Tiger far enough!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Elusive deity! Tiger Blade! Air thrust! Photon dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Eat dirt!
Devastation!
Begin!
Hurricane thrust!
Now he's not healing me, and now I'm concerned.
Get out of this!
Light astral charge malevolent! Hold on to your arm. Here I come!
You're mine!
Tiger Blade!
It's go time! Now you see what I can do!
We've almost got this.
Almost isn't quite there yet.
I like your attitude. I'm right with you, Captain.
I owe you one.
Lion Power!
Double demon fang!
Photon blast!
Crescent
Dragon swarm!
It's changing tactics.
Have an ace up its
You
sleeve.
picked the wrong fight!
Orb!
Dragon
Going in. It looks like we made a mess.
Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate! Don't suffer in silence.
Air thrust!
Benediction light.
Dance in the wind!
Shine! Radiant light!
Sorry, you're getting shit pushed in.
Far enough.
Do you know Renans
I
and
owe you
Danans
one
have
for
unique
that.
ways of...
Tell me about it.
Can you take it?
Dance in the wind!
Ready and raring! From
One
beyond,
more
imbued in vanquished soul!
malevolent! Arctic water Tiger Blade!
Lion Power!
Shine! Radiant light!
Not in your
Force of
dreams!
regeneration! In a bind?
Light astral
Dragon swarm! I'll face you! You're mine!
Tiger Blade!
Elusive deity!
Light
I'll face you!
There you go! Don't let up! Dance in the wind! Seal!
Shine!
Now!
Radiant light!
Got it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Holy shit. Fuck that fight. On the bright side, I now have a preset that I like for my
Fun
eyes.
like that. I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
Still won't let me fucking fast travel.
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Xion needs us.
Treacherous waterfall.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings, let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Xion's waiting for us.
Well, I beat that boss under level, so... God. What is up with my headset and crackling lately? It's like if I talk at a certain volume, it freaks out. I'm gonna start using my spare headset that I got from the PlayStation only. What's the harm in that?
I've got plenty to go around.
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade! Take this!
It's a tool of the art!
Tiger
Dragon Swarm! Regenerate! An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Far enough!
You picked the wrong fight!
Negative
In here!
Make it
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
We work well together. Like a finely timed
Hurricane
waltz.
Thrust! Devastation!
Dragon Swarm! Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
So what level are my characters now? That thing I think was what, level 33?
Good to know my training's paying off.
And
Level
what, pray
32.
tell, does this training of yours entail?
Why? Interested in joining me?
We're so
Oh.
high up! Hey!
Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch!
I didn't actually mean to fall, I was just wondering how the fuck to get over.
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Brimwell. Positive thinking is everything.
So wait, if I fell down and now I'm over here, does that mean I can't go back to that area? I'm curious.
We finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Already?
That's where I came from.
You kids need to train more.
She's right. We don't have time to catch our breath.
Someone's got a lot of pep in his step.
Hi, Hoodle!
This has to meet up back with the main path eventually.
I can carve through armor!
Now we're never. In a bind? Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
You have to hold on!
From beyond,
Art expert,
imbue
coming
this
through!
vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation. Shine. Radiant light.
Don't use the fucking gels.
No place here!
Let's get back into it.
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
Devastation!
Tiger Blade!
You picked the wrong fight!
Ryan Howell!
Devastation! Hurricane!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Yeah.
Out of my way! Denied!
I owe you one. Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
I shall feel you where you begin.
Okay.
Get behind me!
Dragon Swarm!
All back in their defenses!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Radiant light.
Dragon Swarm!
Now,
Regenerate. Light burst forth.
Radiant Denizen! You don't mess around.
Dragon Swarm!
Certainly not.
This one's all mine!
Take this.
Eat dirt! Catapult! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Raging
Eternal
Cascade!
The
Devastation!
enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Take this! Dragon form!
Wait now. More with the
I can
stockpile.
carve through armor!
I can't hold on much longer.
I have to train harder.
Eternal devastation!
Now.
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together. Like a finely timed
Wait
walk.
now.
Take this!
Dragon Make it break! Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! This one's mine! Shining Supernova!
There's a visual glitch after that launcher.
Eternal devastation! Piercing roar! Take this! Not so
Make
fast!
it radiant star!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! So I still had room to grow.
Drums of the Master. Oh, found a relic.
You've collected an awful lot of those objects. You sure it's not just
Hush. Be quiet for a moment. The pieces speak to me.
What?
These relics that have scattered about. I can hear them whispering, longing to reunite with their lost friends and become one again.
Really? Do you hear any voices coming from them, Rinwell?
What? No! Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in these things too, but I'm not crazy.
But don't you sometimes mutter stuff like, "Come to me, astral energy," when you cast your arts?
You're right. Oh my gosh. Are Dohalim and I actually alike?
Is she having a
Its
fucking
charm
identity
really
crisis?
shines through now that it's been reassembled. Its streamlined shape, its geometric patterns. This is no mere amateur's work.
He's in his own little world at this point.
You get just like him when it comes to weapons, you know.
You're right. Oh my gosh. Am I just like Dohalim?
Huh? Why are you guys so quiet all of a sudden?
They're all
Sense of
defeated.
strange power from this.
That's funny as fuck. Alright. Land of Nod. So that was just the pathway to get here. At least I have Dohalim healing me now. Probably go back and grind previous areas.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelegion's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful.
He wants her
inside.
because she's a maiden, and he
Speaking of
wants her to
which,
help him
Just how are
now
all
that
of
he's
us
pretty
planning
much
to
the
get
last lord in the
inside
running
exactly?
to take
It's
over.
not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
Can I fast travel yet? Like, come on, man.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though,
He needs both of
it's
them.
likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that!
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
Ouch. Forge weapons. I can make the Thunder Nail. I'm missing the Icicle Fang and the... Can make... Make that one. Oh, we get the phone call. Hello? No, I'm not. What's up?
I always love the sound of hammers banging away. I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there.
All right. I guess, where am I at? I'm about at almost 3 hours. This is a good stopping point. I also need to grind and revisit the past area, so yeah. Level 32, kind of, and now I'm kind of figuring out who's another healer. I only thought the fucking shot bitch was a healer, so that's reassuring.